A buck swope joint.
You don't like it when facts are brought into the equation. You don't like it when facts are brought into the equation.
Didn't Jennings out Iggy for not keeping carts on path at the golf course that he gets to play for free? Just checking. That's Al, and he's in Dadeville.
Yeah, somebody narked on me.
Is that true?
Don't blame the person that told on you. You were the one in violation of the rules.
Wait, you get the bonus of playing for free, and you still can't follow their rules? Is that true?
I do for the most part. There was one hole.
No.
There was one hole.
Just say yes or no, sir. I do for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. There was one hole that I just, I'm going across.
That's against the rules.
Producer Joe's listening to the show this morning.
He does every morning, doesn't he? Don't you have a job?
Terrible, miserable, horrible effing human, a true waste of, and then he makes reference to the fluid that a gentleman will be using to create a child.
Oh, no.
Producer Joe.
Nice one, buddy.
You don't like it when facts are brought into the equation. You don't like it when facts are brought into the equation.
Who's lying more, Big Al about another hole-in-one or Iggy Strode about not knowing it was carts on path only Saturday? That's from Mr. Slave.
Yeah, you all know better than I do, so.
Iggy got caught off the path, and he will not own up to it. He is a true coward. Your true colors are showing, Rawlings Mitt. That's from the Concord Cock. Well, you were getting a billion texts about you not driving on the path.
Maybe if you go to the Pin Fan.
Nerf Fin Pan.
Flim Flam. I think we call it Flim Flam.
It's like shark fin.
And read the post that I made that now has 400 comments by me apologizing. So I don't know what I'm not owning up to.
What are you apologizing for?
For being off the cart path.
And you had to issue an apology about that.
Yeah.
How long were you off the cart path?
I wasn't sure how to word that, but yes, I did, and I did not know that it was carts on path. People can say, "Oh, it was a monsoon the night before." Could have been, but all I know is that I asked as I was going up to one.
No, what do you mean it could have been? Because it was. I mean, that's not.
Well,
really...
it was, but it wasn't wet out there.
It was not wet on the golf course.
That's all I can say.
Maybe the eye flew over Normandy.
Well, it was fairly dry out there, so it would have taken a lot of water to saturate it, and it wasn't. Even the tee boxes, there was no standing water on the tee boxes, which, after a lot of rain, it usually is. But I asked. I did not look at the sign. I never look at the sign because sometimes it's changed, sometimes it isn't. There's usually two pieces of paper in the pro shop, one on the table and one on the snack bar that says carts on path. I didn't see one. And as we're going up one, I asked somebody because I saw a cart on 9 in the fairway. And I asked somebody, I said, is it carts on path? And somebody said 90 degrees in our group. So I said, okay. And it wasn't wet. So I didn't think it was carts on path. So I made the turn, and I was told it was carts on path. So the last 8 holes on the back 9, I was on the cart path. So I issued an apology, and somehow it turned into everybody, I take advantage of Jay. I lie. I try to kill people on the green, getting into them. It was a dick move. You don't appreciate Jay giving you free golf.
Laundry detergent stealing.
There's all kinds of things. So I just kind of stayed away from it.
But do you honestly think, like, I didn't know that this was a whole big thing because I'm not on the fan page, but you did mention it to me at the game. Do you think...
I still don't think I did so much. Who
did it? Tommy Edman? You think I went in the Cardinal clubhouse and goes, come here, we got to talk about Iggy on the fan page?
You talk about all the fans you meet down there saying free dotem and talk to you, so maybe
they never talk about the fan page. But honestly, never. And this was in the morning, wasn't it? Wasn't it in the morning, too? It was the first game of a doubleheader, as I recall.
Yes, and
who was going to ask? You said...
I don't believe I said a word to you the entire time I was there Sunday.
You did. You told me. And sometimes
maybe somebody texted you, asked Iggy about this. I don't know, but I did not say a word to you. Sometimes you come in here, Iggy, in the morning, and you gripe about someone on the fan page, and then you pretend like you never did. Did I gripe this morning?
Sometimes you're not
anything?
aware of the words you say.
Did I mention the fan page this morning?
No, not this time.
No.
But many times
and I don't
do.
believe I said anything Sunday.
I promise you did. No one else would even care about it to say it.
Well,
I promise
I didn't care enough about it to say anything either. So
you said it. And I didn't know it was a big deal because I'm not on the fan page. And apparently there's some that sticks in your craw. Had I known that it would cause you angst.
It hasn't stuck in my craw because I haven't said a word about it.
Well, you did at the ball. You did at the baseball game.
Then I'll answer it. I don't believe I did anyway.
Who do you think told me?
There's a lot of people that could have said, "Yeah, I am." That maybe you don't remember who told you.
You told me. No one else ever talks about the fan page except you. In my little, I always say it's my little because everyone has their own little bubble. In my little bubble, people say free dotem stuff like, but nothing about the fan page. A lot about the show, not about the fan page. So when I tell you told me, and you're like, no, you're calling me a liar, and I'm saying you did, and I will. If you ever get that cop to bring over the lie detector, I'll be glad to be hooked up to it.
Fine.
You told me.
Maybe
that.
You thought I told you, and somebody else did.
It was.
All I know is I saw you as I walked into the lounge.
Giovanni Gallegos called me over and said it.
I walked into the lounge.
What the hell's wrong with this guy?
As I was getting a sweet tea, and I saw you sitting over there. A lot of times I'll come sit by you, and we'll talk. I didn't on Sunday. I just kind of said, "Cat, morning."
Yeah.
And
that's what you did.
I didn't even.
Never mentioned.
I didn't talk to you in the press box when they were doing the giveaways. You said, "What are they giving away, Iggy?" That's all you said. I didn't say a word to you.
Right.
So I don't. You got it from someplace else. Yeah, that's just what I want to do.
At the end of the day, there's something going on the fan page that we need to discuss.
That's the first thing I did. I saw you Sunday. Cat, what up? Oh man, I'm in trouble on the fan page. Huh?
Yeah, you do that.
No,
yeah,
I don't.
do that. You come in here in the morning sometimes, and that's the first thing you say.
Not at the ballpark, I don't. No. And I'm never upset about it. I'll say, "Oh, just see this on the fan page. Buck Swope said this, or Buck Swope posted this."
So Buck Swope started this?
No, he didn't start it.
No.
I mean, I guess I started it by apologizing. That's all I did was apologize.
Well, who'd you apologize to?
To Jay.
Why not just text Jay? I'm asking. I don't. Doug, was that a bad question?
I don't know.
I was asked to apologize because one of the
By whom?
One of the superintendents is on the page.
Now people are saying, "Okay, it wasn't wet. Look, you see the picture of it tearing up."
Is that a picture from Saturday?
Yeah,
That's what they say it is.
And that is not my cart either. That did that.
Okay, it wasn't.
That could have.
Whose cart is that? That's driving on the golf course. Is that Normandy?
That could have been somebody else. One of the grounds crew when it
Doug,
really
that looks
started.
like number 7, the par 5. That is a long par 5.
Can we go to this hole? And,
Let's take a look at the flyover.
no.
This is a ball that you think your
really break it
target
down
line is going to be left, but really, if you can hit a high cut, your ball is going to get to the bottom of the hill. It's going to be about 15 to 20% that you can get there in 2. I would recommend a layup. Don't hit that layup too far, though, Doug, because then you're going to have a downhill approach from less than 100. Maybe leave yourself about 125, and you'll have a flat shot at that tough green that slopes hard back to front. Now let's take a look at this cart.
Okay. Well, we'd know if that's Iggy's bag, right?
Well, are there 2 bags on there? Because Iggy wouldn't have a bag.
And there's
out
someone
there.
sitting there, though. There's someone who might just be on someone's bag.
That looks like a ghost. Is that Ted Danson ghost from 3 Men and a Baby?
That's someone sitting there.
Who is the person in the cart?
And
Doug, who's that person in the cart?
I don't. That could be any course, any cart.
Can you tell me who posted that picture, Plowsy? Is there a name on that picture?
The Loomster. I'm not for sure who that is.
That's the name of it, Loomster?
That would be the
Loomster,
largest
yeah.
fry in the batch.
That's correct. That is a long
Well,
fry.
I know what a Loomster is. I don't know who the Loomster is.
Well, Iggy, if you ever get in touch with that police officer that you know, and he wants to bring in a lie detector, hook me up to it and ask me questions about who told me about this
Because you
flap
believe,
on
you believe that it was I that said it because you saw me Sunday, but it could have been somebody else. I didn't tell you anything about a fan page post about
I want to say this
carts
with
on
all my
Sunday.
heart. I would never have brought it up if I thought it was going to cause you this much angst,
It's
which
not
I feel
angst.
it is.
I have just forgotten about it. I really don't want to talk about it.
But I'm telling you, you are wrong. You told me.
All right,
no one else
I told
brings
you.
it.
I told you. I ran up to you on Sunday. Did you hear this? Did you hear this? I had a cart off the path. I'm in trouble. That's exactly what I said on Sunday.
Now a different image has been sent in. Doug, there's a female playing. I don't know if the female is Chrissy. And then there is what appears to be a pink towel on the bag, and there is somebody driving in the cart, but we cannot identify the person. This is on number 7 at Normandy on Saturday, and there are tracks behind the cart.
And if you look at the picture Plowsy's looking at right now, the cart is to the left of the tracks.
So you're saying those tracks were left by a different vehicle?
It wasn't left by me.
Is that you? Is that you in that cart, though?
That one Plowsy has up there right now, yes, you see Chrissy in the fairway, you see my cart, and you see the the tire tracks are to the right of the cart.
Right, but there's another picture of the same cart where it looks like it's right on it, Tim.
Yeah,
if you go back to the closer one that
Doug,
I
a
have.
lot of people somehow are there and taking pictures
I
of
know.
this.
Howdy,
Now,
howdy.
yes,
Who
the
would
cat,
take
you are
pictures?
correct. Now, these
This is
Iggy,
the one
these
that
tracks.
See, Iggy might have just done himself in.
Beer
because-
Cats has pictures. Beer Cats
because-
was in attendance.
Because this, if Iggy says that is him, you can see that's the cart that's making. It's
Timmy,
exactly lined
go
up.
down one, Timmy.
Doug, can you go down
up
one?
Up one. All right, there you
Up
go.
is down, down is
All right,
up.
there you go. Do you see any marks where my cart is right there?
I do not see marks there. However, in the one below it, sent in
Okay.
by Beer Cats, who was in the gallery on Saturday, your cart clearly is making marks. Would you agree with that, sir?
I don't believe that was a picture Beer Cats took. I believe that was a picture that somebody.
Stock photo.
There's ways of moving a cart to the right if you're really good at that. And there's somebody on that page. That
Why is there
really
a
good about
gallery
that.
there? That's the big question. Why are there people there watching?
There were two people, Mike Kelly and Beer Cats.
There were two people.
Yeah. Regardless of what you're posting on the text inbox, the fact is that I was asked to apologize because Dan, the superintendent, is, I guess, on the fan page and saw some of those pictures of us on the fairway.
Doug, do you know Dan,
I
the
don't.
superintendent?
No, I don't know.
And I said, okay, I'll go in there and apologize. And I did, and it turned into, I'm a dick move. You're inconsiderate. You don't care about Jay. He gives you free golf. You shouldn't even be playing out there. You do nothing for Jay, but he gives you free golf. You don't obey the rules. You're hitting into paying people, trying to kill them on the greens. So I said,
Sounds like you cut quite a
so
swath
I said,
out
you know
there.
what? All you people that were saying things, none of you are out there. You don't know how wet it was. You don't know if it was an honest mistake on my part, which it was. If I would have been out there and saw tire tracks, I sure as hell wouldn't have been in the fairways, trust me. So anyway, I just, you know what? You guys are so important, and you know everything that goes on out there. You run everything. So I'm going to abide by you. So I've said I'm done playing golf for 2020 at Normandy.
2020 is next year, so
I'm done playing golf for this year at Normandy because I don't want to take advantage of Jay. I don't want to have every time I'm out there, people, Iggy's out there again having free golf. It's not fair to Jay, so I'll just not play the rest of the year, and I will see you in 2020.
Hey, what do you call me, Tim? Jimmy the fact checker?
I do.
So I think we should recap the facts. I was mistaken that Iggy didn't bring it up to me. It was Giovanni Gallegos. 2, in spite of photographic evidence, Iggy did not create the tracks on the course. And 3, he is not upset about the blowback on the fan page at all. So there, we have clarified fact from fiction.
Yeah, I don't know about the Gallegos thing, but the other two are right. I'm sure it was a fan that told you because I didn't. But anyway, so yeah, I will take the rest of the year off at Normandy. I'm not going to put Jay.
You're not going to play golf anymore? And then this year?
Not at Normandy. If I'm invited to play someplace else, I will. But I'm not going to play Normandy because I'm not going to put the fan page people there. They're important. And if I'm
Sounding like sarcasm.
if I'm putting Jay in a situation where I'm embarrassing him, and they all were there, which they weren't, but that's how they feel. So I'll just take the rest of the year off from Normandy, and Matt Barrett can get a new.
Feels like you're letting
co-captain.
them win now.
No, I'm abiding by them.
Well, you don't have to abide by them.
They're important people. So
You don't have to abide by them.
yeah, well, they all think that I take advantage of Jay, so I don't want to do that. So
Well, what did you and I imagine you and Jay, who've known each other for a long time, conversed about this? What's this deal?
we haven't actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, just when I texted him at the turn, I said, I apologize. I didn't know it was carts on path, and it's very dry out there, so I apologize. And he asked me to apologize because Dan's on the page. I said, no problem. And I did, and somehow it turned into...
Wait, Jay
400
asked you to
comments.
apologize?
He asked me to put it on the fan page just so Dan could see it. 'Cause, I mean,
Jay
I-
asked you to.
Yeah, and I
So
don't
you said
know.
you didn't talk to Jay.
I said, well, not since this post, no. Since all this stuff blew up on the page, no, I haven't talked to Jay. So and he's probably staying out of it. I don't blame him.
I can't wait to get to the ballpark today and give Giovanni the update.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he's got the update. I'm sure he's on the fan pages.
Should be, yeah.
Maybe
I
he's...
can't believe that you honestly think people stop me and say he did this or that on the
Yeah, they
fan
stop you and
page.
say dotem and love the show, but not that. Anyway,
They don't.
maybe
Honestly.
maybe Giovanni Gallegos is Tom Call kid.
Garoppolo?
Giovanni Garoppolo. Controversial liberal comedian.
Yeah, so I just kind of, I had a few comments over some of the people that wanted to say things about me that weren't even there. And after that, I just left it alone. They can all just say what they want.
Do you agree that this some of the pictures seem to be damning evidence?
Yeah.
You think they're photoshopped?
I just know there was some other person that was there too that said Iggy did not leave those tire tracks. They were there on that hole. But look, I'm not that stupid that if I'm in the fairway and I see mud coming up and tire tracks, let's just keep in the fairway. No, I didn't see that.
Now, Buck Swope, Doug, you know him, don't you?
Sure.
He has created a meme, and he has the picture of Chrissy and Iggy and the tire tracks. If I was out there and saw tire tracks, I sure wouldn't have been in the fairway. Trust me, September 3rd, 2019. And so that's a poster you can now get, Doug.
It's a poster. I've got nothing better to look at in my home than a poster of a guy in a golf cart with tire tracks.
And I'm sure 3 years from now, this will be brought up, and Buck Swope will go to all the archives and, no, I've got proof. And 3 years ago, I posted this. Let me get the audio. God, get a life. Swear to God almighty.
You don't like it when facts are brought into the equation. You don't like it when facts are brought into the equation. Iggy, will you be looking at the fan page today, or are you going to take a little break from it?
I don't know.